Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Rafi Elliott. I'm the co-founder at Get Treated Medical Travel. So Get Treated is the leading provider for quick, safe, and affordable medical travel services around the world. We specialize in connecting patients with highly qualified and affordable medical clinics and doctors anywhere in the world. Our platform also allows patients to safely and securely compare treatment options, book consultations, and treatment dates with clinics, as well as the flights and hotels and everything else in one place. You can also safely and confidentially share medical records with our doctors through this platform. Today's discussion will touch upon some of the challenges of medical tourism in general, the ease of coming from Dubai to Armenia for affordable healthcare, and inform those of you who are in need of care about how to choose the right kind of travel providers based on trust, quality, and affordability. So let's get on with the subject at hand. Medical tourism, or medical travel as it is often called, might sound confusing to some. So for the sake of our presentation, let's define it as the process when people travel to another country to receive quicker or more affordable treatments than they would back home. Where in many cases the level of care is either the same or higher than what they're used to. In most cases, medical travelers can save between 50 and 60% on their quoted cost of care. In some cases, it's even higher. And that includes the travel and accommodation costs. The best part about medical travel is that it gives you a good excuse to enjoy a nice vacation in another country, which really you probably wouldn't justify otherwise. Armenia is a really nice place, by the way. It's worth coming to visit. With medical travel, you literally do come back from vacation rejuvenated and relaxed. With medical costs and wait times growing at an accelerated pace, health travel is quickly becoming the most cost-effective option for many people. Millions are traveling for healthcare needs, and this number is continuing to soar each year. The most popular forms of treatment so far include dentistry, cosmetic surgery, cardiovascular treatments, orthopedics, and so on. The main reasons cited by medical travelers for seeking treatment abroad are the high costs of care, the long wait times to access this care, or even the unavailability of certain forms of treatments back home, which causes them to search for specialized clinics abroad. So the first thing you have to do is pick the right destination and medical clinic. So for best results, it's always important to choose the right treatment options and the right clinic that provides this care. What you're looking for is the right balance between quality and affordability. If the price seems too good to be true, it just might be. The astute medical traveler should remember to do some background checks on the clinics and doctors before agreeing to travel. The best clinics usually let you contact previous patients and ask them questions before making your choice. But how do you know when the right doctor is for the job? Get Treated acts as an online concierge service to help you make the right choice. We maintain an exclusive selection of high-standard clinics as well as accommodations and more. By visiting our website, www.gettreated.co, you can easily access doctor bios, use our online calculator to receive an accurate estimate based on your medical needs, and much more. You are also free to contact previous medical travelers for advice and recommendations. I can personally vouch for the quality of our service because, aside from being the co-founder, I'm also our first patient. When I was younger, I had an accident which the hospital in Canada, where I lived at the time, didn't heal me properly. After moving here in Armenia 5 years ago, I did some research on the level of medical care and was astounded to find a medical professional who fixed me quickly with extreme care. The most surprising part, however, was the extremely affordable treatment cost. I couldn't believe my eyes. At that moment, I decided to help other people find quality yet cost-effective treatment abroad through our carefully curated list of dental and cosmetic clinics. The clinics we list are very carefully vetted by our own medical staff, with the physicians and dentists have local and international training, certification, and experience to ensure that patients are well taken care of. We currently specialize in offering high-quality plastic surgery and dental implantology services from our base in Yerevan in Armenia. So to explain how Armenia can offer such a world-class level of medical and dental care, let me introduce Dr. Grigorian, a US-trained plastic surgeon who has been practicing medicine in Armenia for over a decade. Hi, Dr. Grigorian.
Hi, Rafi. Thanks for having me on. Indeed, Armenia has been making a name for itself in the medical field for quite a while now. While part of the Soviet Union, Yerevan's Medical University contained one of the best medical research and training facilities on this side of the Berlin Wall, particularly for plastic and reconstructive surgery as well as in dentistry. Over time, Yerevan became the major hub for the medicine in all of Eastern Europe, training doctors from around the world. Many highly skilled Armenian doctors have chosen to remain in Armenia and after continuing their education abroad and open their own clinics respecting the highest international standards.
Well, Christina, that's very reassuring to hear. But so, can you tell us more about what makes Armenia so unique as a medical travel destination?
Well, it's simple. Despite world-class medical experts, Armenia remains extremely competitive on the world scale for a number of reasons. First, comparatively lower taxes means that we can afford to purchase high-quality materials such as zirconium dental implants and so on. Second, Armenia's low cost of living means that clinics overhead is low, and as is the cost of the labor. Not only it is competitive to hire high-quality doctors, but well-trained support and insurance premium cost much lower.
Well, right. Actually, that's a good point. I think that one of the major reasons why healthcare is so expensive in the United States and other parts of the world is the extremely high insurance premiums.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So now, if we add the comparatively low cost of living in Armenia, the medical travelers can save big on affordable flights from Dubai with accommodations, meals, and doctor visits. Since Yerevan is only a 3-hour flight away from the UAE and in the same time zone, you can literally come on the weekend for dental implants, fly home for work, and come back on the next weekend or the one after that to fit your crowns, and you're done. You don't even need to miss any work. And all that for a quarter of the price that you'll get in your cheapest clinic in Dubai. We at Get Treated know just how traumatic it can be to organize an entire medical trip like this. And often to a country that you probably don't know so well, it's exotic, it's unheard of, and for medical treatments that you just want to get over with. So that's why we also want to facilitate the entire medical process, which includes the flight booking, the hotel bookings, and so on. Our platform allows you to choose the treatment you want online, virtually connects you with one of our medical staff to ensure that you build a strong relationship with us, and then helps you book the flights, the accommodations, the transport from the airport to your hotel and the clinic, and so on. We even act like your very own concierge service. So, Get Treated currently specializes in offering high-quality dental services, particularly in implantology to our patients, as well as plastic surgeries in our hub located in Yerevan, Armenia. This is what Dr. Christina has specialized in. But we're also expanding our list of services and locations in the coming year to better meet your needs, so be sure to follow us on social media or subscribe to our newsletter for more updates on that. So I think now it's a good time to talk about finding the right treatment. How do you ensure that the patient that contacts us is getting what he or she wants? Sometimes they might think that they want something, but a doctor would know better, right?
Well, it depends on the treatment type, of course. As I mentioned earlier, you can find the right specialist for just about anything in Armenia. Like Get Treated allows patients to consult with doctors online before booking their trips, allowing them to answer any questions or apprehensions they could have before coming.
So we asked you to send us some of your questions beforehand about our medical and dental treatments in Armenia so that we can address them here with Dr. Grigorian's help. So here we go. So Jane from the Dubai Marina asked, what are some of the risks associated with having medical treatments done in Armenia? How can we reduce them?
The risks associated with getting your treatment done in Armenia are the same as getting treatment anywhere. However, unlike anywhere else where you're never sure who your attending physician or dentist is, Get Treated makes sure you're in the best hands available. Most treatments are minimally invasive, meaning that you are never under any real danger during your treatments. Though we have never had any problems so far, Get Treated's doctors will not let you leave until the requested treatment is completed to your requirements.
Also, we should remind you, Jane, that Get Treated also offers medical insurance plans while you're here, and in select cases, our doctors can rectify any issue that you may have at no extra cost to you. So, on to the next question. Nigel in JBR asks, how many patients have you had, and is it possible to get in touch with them to share experiences or advice when selecting treatment options? So, hi Nigel, thanks for the good question. Since we've started working a few years ago, we've had about a dozen patients per month coming from as far as Dubai or Vancouver, as well as Australia, Ireland, and France in between. When patients successfully complete their treatment, they are asked if they are willing to share their experiences with other patients, and their contacts are made available to anyone wishing to learn more about us. You can learn more about this on our website, www.gettreated.co, as mentioned. You can see it in the link below you. All right, so one more question. Tim in Abu Dhabi asked, do you work on weekends and what's your schedule like? So that's also a very good question, Tim, thank you. Armenia is the perfect destination for medical travelers out of the Gulf, because not only, as I mentioned above, are we in the same time zone, so no jet lag issues to deal with, but we're only about a 3-hour flight away. With usually return flights on Fly Dubai or Air Arabia cost even less than about 800 dirhams. The best part, however, is that our weekends are on Saturdays and Sundays, not Friday and Saturday like in the UAE. So this means that you don't even need to take a day off, and your times will overlap. But either way, we receive patients 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can literally fly in for your treatment, spend a night in a fabulous boutique hotel, taste our local flavor, and fly back out in time for work the next day. And no one will even know you left. All you have to do is come back a couple of weekends after to finish the work that you've begun earlier. All right, so that looks like all the questions we have time for so far. Thank you for being with us, Dr. Grigorian. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover before we wrap up?
No, I think we're done.
Yeah, well, thanks again for being here with us. And thank you everyone for listening to this short presentation. It was a pleasure being with you today. And feel free to write to us on social media, follow us on Facebook or Instagram if you have any questions or anything else you'd like us to address. We'll be happy to help you get the smile you deserve. Thank you.